Namaste Gurukulins. So today I am your science teacher here to discuss the chapter, that is chapter number 17, and it is human intervention in natural phenomena, right? This is the chapter which we are going to discuss today. We will discuss its part 1, that is part 1 will contain about the natural resources, the types of natural resources and uses of natural resources, right? So this is the thing which we are going to discuss today. So as the chapter name is the human intervention in natural phenomena. Firstly, you must know about what the chapter is asking us to do, okay? What are the key points which we are going to discuss in this chapter, and what actually the meaning of this heading, okay, with which the chapter, what's the heading of the chapter, what it means actually, okay? So here we need to understand the two terms, that is intervention and phenomena, right? Now what do you mean by intervention and what is phenomena? Intervention means interference or interruption, right? Intervention means interference or interruption, means human beings are interfering or are interrupting, right? What they are interrupting in? They are interrupting in natural phenomena. Now what is phenomena? Phenomena means development, right? So human beings are interrupting or are interfering in natural phenomena or in natural development. Now how we are interrupting in natural development? We are interfering in a number of ways, right? There are plentiful reasons by which we can say that yes, we are actually interfering in the nature to grow on its own. We are cutting the trees, right? So that means we are implementing deforestation, because of which we are protecting the trees to grow on their own. We are preventing them to grow, okay? So that means we are interfering in their natural growth, clear? And there are a number of other reasons, like I could say the air, the fresh air which is naturally there in the environment, we are polluting it, right? Means we are interfering in its quality. How we are interfering? We are by the use of vehicles, okay? By the use of the vehicles which emit a lot of gases, we are polluting the environment, okay? So that means there are a number of reasons by which we can say that yes, we human beings are actually interrupting in the environment growth, okay? For example, these cases, the landslides, the earthquakes, all these natural disasters are because of some kind of human intervention into the natural growth. So here today our topic is to discuss about what are the natural resources, what are the types of natural resources, and how the natural resources are useful to us, how we are using them, and what will happen if we will deprive of these natural resources, okay? So first point is, which we are going to discuss in this chapter, is natural resources. Now what are natural resources? Natural resources means which we find in nature, okay? Which we find free of any cost, which is there in nature, right? It can be of two types, that is renewable or non-renewable. Natural resources which is found in nature, that is of two types, renewable and non-renewable. Now there is a difference between renewable and non-renewable, okay? What are the differences? What do we mean actually by renewable and non-renewable? As with the name it is clear, these are the resources which can be renewed, which can be regenerated or replaced. And what are the non-renewable? Which cannot be renewed. It doesn't mean that it cannot be renewed at all. It can be renewed, but not in a short period of time. It takes millions of years to form it again, to renew it again, right? So what are the non-renewable resources? That cannot be regenerated in short time. Okay? In short time we cannot generate means we can say that it takes millions of years to form. It takes millions of years to form. Now, how will it take millions of years to form? How will it take millions of years? For example, if I discuss the example of both these, then the things will be more clear to you. Renewable resource example: air, light, air, you can say water, air, water, sunlight, okay, then soil, rocks, all these are renewable resources. Can we generate air? Yes, we can generate the air to survive because we need oxygen to survive, and oxygen can be renewed, can be given by plants itself during their photosynthesis process, right? So this air can be renewed, this quality of air which can be inhaled, this can be renewed during a short period of time. Next, water. This no doubt our earth is covered with 3/4 of the land is covered with oceans and seas, okay? So that means we are having a lot of water, but the potable water, the water which can be used for drinking purpose, can be regenerated, or the water which can be used in agriculture, okay? It can be regenerated by the water cycle, okay, but it takes some time to regenerate itself, okay? So that means again in case of sunlight, inside the sun the fusion process keeps on going, okay, which helps in giving us sunlight. And soil and rocks, okay, all these things can be regenerated, but it needs short period of time for itself to generate. While the non-renewable resources, example, coal and petroleum. Now you can see in this example coal and petroleum, as you already know, that these are formed when the died plants and animals, they are buried under the earth. So over millions of years, their bodies which get buried under the earth before thousands of years ago, okay, before lakhs of years ago, they get converted into coal and petroleum. Means these are present in limited quantity. Present in limited quantity, right? We can say that non-renewable resources are present in limited quantity. While the renewable resources, they are present in abundance. Present in abundance. What do you mean by abundance? Abundance means they are present in a great amount in nature, right? So they are present in abundance, they are present in limited quantity. These are examples of renewable, these are examples of non-renewable. They can regenerate or replace itself after a short period of time, but they cannot be regenerated in short time. They take millions of years to form again, right? So these are all the differences actually between the renewable and non-renewable resources. Now next is I'll discuss uses of natural resources, right? These are the categories of natural resources. Now our next topic is to discuss about their uses, right? Means for what purpose we use natural resources. Here I'll give the heading uses of natural, or I can can say I'll discuss the uses of living and non-living resources, right? Here I'll discuss the uses of non-living resources and uses of living resources. Okay, these two categories I'll discuss. Yes, non-living resources. What comes under the non-living resources? First one itself again, air, water. Okay, these two things help us to survive, means used to sustain life. They help in sustaining life. Okay, we cannot survive without air, we cannot survive without water, right? We need the fresh air to breathe, we need oxygen to breathe and to survive. In the same manner, we need water to drink. Otherwise, we will not be able to carry on our daily life activities without water. Next, what else we need? We need soil and rocks. Right? We need the soil and rocks. For what purpose we need them? Yes. For what purpose we need them? We need the soil and rocks. For what purpose? For construction you need the soil, you need the rocks, right? So we will say that for building, construction of building and dams, we need soil and rocks. Or we need wind as well as water to generate electricity. To generate electricity. Do we? Yes, do we need? We need wind and water to generate electricity. Next, what else could be non-living? Minerals. We need the minerals for what purpose? We need the minerals to obtain metals. To obtain metals. And metals, for example, iron, which is used in a number of ways, okay, in our construction of buildings, and there are numerous factors responsible for obtaining the metals. Okay, there are a number of huge metals which are used in one or other purpose, right? So we can say that these all are the uses of non-living resources. Next is, we will talk about the uses of living resources. Now see, here we are mainly talking about living resources. What comes under the living resources? We need plants and animals. These comes under the category of living resources. Plants, for what purpose? For medicines, right? Do we need the plants for medicines? Yes. There are like you can say medicines like quinine, morphine, aspirin. Okay, these all are the painkillers. These are actually derived from plants. So what we can say, that plants, they are used for medicinal purposes. What else? Resin, latex, gum. They are also obtained from plants, and where they are used? They are used in a number of industries, right? So they are having industrial value. What else can be obtained from plants? Plants from trees. From trees you can make a furniture, paper, in buildings. Okay. So there are a number of, again, numerous reasons why do we need plants. In the same manner, we need animals. For what purpose we need animals? Yes, there are a number of reasons. The first one, if I say, these animals helps us in maintaining the food chain, to maintain the food chain, right? If we will deprive of various species of animals, our food chain will be disturbed. And what will happen if the food chain will be disturbed? Ultimately, the equilibrium in the climatic conditions will get disturbed, and thereby resulting in natural disasters. Okay, so that means just by not maintaining the food chain, climatic conditions and hence natural disasters can occur, right? So we have to maintain the species of animals, we have to maintain the food chain, okay? And animals, some animals can also be used for food, okay? Or to maintain the food chain, to maintain the equilibrium. So by this, I am just going to stop here. For the next topic, that is deforestation, I'll take in the next class. For the time being, just revise this topic in your books, okay? Go through it, and if any queries, ask the teachers in WhatsApp group, okay? Thank you. Have a nice day.